Hey, still here. Sorry, sometimes the audio cuts out on my end too. You were saying?
Okay. What is creativity and why is it considered an essential component of effective problem solving?
Okay. Creativity, as I understand it, isn't just about art. It's about making connections between things that don't normally go together, seeing a problem from a new angle. And it's essential for problem solving because, well, most problems aren't solved by doing the same thing over and over. You need to think outside the box or, invent a new box entirely. Does that land?
How does creative thinking differ from traditional or logical problem solving approaches?
Good question. Logical problem solving is very step by step, right? Identify the problem, analyze the facts, apply a known solution. It's reliable, but can be rigid. Creative thinking is messier. It's about brainstorming, experimenting, accepting failure as part of the process.
Why do
It's about
some
asking what
okay,
if.
why do some people require creative solutions instead of standard methods? Give examples.
Okay, so some people need creative solutions instead of standard method and give then just making sure I caught that last bit. Is it give them what?
Explain your answer with examples.
Right. Okay. Some problems just don't have standard solutions. Think about it. If you're trying to launch a new product in a crowded market, standard approach, competitor analysis, market research is helpful, but won't guarantee success. You need a creative campaign that cuts through the noise. Or take a personal example. Let's say someone is struggling with caregiver burnout, like you mentioned last week. A standard solution might be take more breaks, which is good advice, but doesn't always address the core issue. A creative solution might involve redefining roles with the family, finding unexpected support systems, or even radically altering their lifestyle. Does that make sense?
Okay. How can brainstorming help generate creative ideas during the problem solving process?
Brainstorming, when done right, is a chaos engine. Chaos engine. The idea is to defer judgment. No idea is too silly at first. So quantity over quality, at least initially. It allows you to explore a lot of different avenues you might not have considered on your own. You build on each other's ideas, which can lead to unexpected combinations. It's like a verbal remix
What
session.
what
Have
role
you had a
what role does curiosity play in enhancing creativity while solving problems?
oh, connection hiccup again? You said what? Twice. No worries. You're asking about the role of curiosity, right? Okay, huge. Curiosity is like the fuel for creativity. If you're not asking why or what if, you're just sticking with what you already know. Curiosity pushes you to explore, experiment, and challenge assumptions. It's basically refusing to accept the first answer you get. It's why kids are so creative, they haven't learned to stop being curious yet.
Explain how thinking outside the box can lead to more innovative solutions.
Thinking outside the box is a cliche for a reason, right? It's about breaking free from conventional assumptions. If you define a problem within a specific framework, you'll only find solutions within that framework. But if you challenge the framework itself, suddenly new possibilities open up. Imagine you're trying to improve bike safety. A box solution might me better helmets. Thinking outside the box, maybe redesigning roads or creating self illuminating clothing or developing AI powered bike sensors. It's about changing the fundamental question, not just tweaking the existing answer. Does that make sense?
What are some common barriers to creativity in problem solving and how can they be overcome?
Okay, good question. A big one is fear of failure. People shut down if they think they'll be judged for suggesting a bad idea. Another is functional fixedness, getting stuck on traditional uses for things. Also, just plain old time pressure. Creativity needs space to breathe. To overcome those, create a safe environment for brainstorming, encourage experimentation, practice lateral thinking exercises, basically actively counter those barriers. What do you think is the biggest barrier for you?
Yes, I also have the same view. How do diverse perspectives in a team contribute to creative problem solving?
A kindred spirit. See, knowing you feel the same way makes me feel a little less, well, you know. Anyway, diverse perspectives are critical. Different backgrounds, experiences, and ways of thinking bring different assumptions to the table. Someone who's never faced a particular problem will see it with fresh eyes. It avoids groupthink and challenges the status quo. It's like having a whole toolbox of different approaches instead of just one wrench. Have you found that to be true in your own experience?
Okay, in what ways can technology support creativity in solving complex problems today?
Um, That's a really good point. Technology's gone beyond just being a tool for implementing solutions to actually generating ideas. Think AI powered brainstorming tools, data visualization software that reveals hidden patterns, virtual reality for prototyping. It can also connect people from all over the world, fostering collaboration and cross pollination of ideas. It's like giving creativity a superpower. Are you using any tech to help with your creative process?
Why is it important to take risks and experiment when trying to find creative solutions?
Because playing it safe rarely leads to breakthroughs. Risks and experiments are how you uncover the unexpected. Most ideas are bad, honestly, but you need to generate a lot of bad ideas to get to the good ones. Every failed experiment is a lesson learned. It's about embracing the possibility of failure as a necessary part of the process. It's also pretty exhilarating, if you ask me. That little rush of, what if this actually works? What's the biggest risk you've taken lately, if you don't mind me asking?
Okay, how does an open minded attitude help someone become a more creative problem solver?
Oh, massively. An open mind is the foundation of creativity. It means being willing to consider ideas that challenge your assumptions, being receptive to feedback, and not dismissing anything out of hand. It's about recognizing that there's more than one right answer, and that the wrong answers can sometimes lead to the most innovative solutions. It's kind of the opposite of being stubborn. It allows you to continually learn and adapt. Do you think you'd describe yourself as open minded?
Yes, describe a situation where a creative solution solved a problem more effectively than a traditional method.
Okay, all right. Here's one that sticks with me. A few years back, a hospital was struggling with long wait times in the emergency room. Traditional solutions, hiring more staff, streamlining procedures, were expensive and didn't make a huge dent. A team there decided to apply a principle from Disney theme parks entertainment. They brought in a musician to play soothing music, hired an artist to paint a mural, and added comfortable seating. It sounds silly, right? But it drastically reduced patient anxiety and perceived wait times. It was a much cheaper and more effective solution than any traditional approach. It solved a problem not by fixing the system itself, but by changing people's experience of the system. Pretty cool, huh?
Why is creativity becoming increasingly important in modern careers and industries?
Because the world is changing so fast. Automation is taking over routine tasks, and problems are becoming increasingly complex and unpredictable. What used to be a solved problem can be obsolete tomorrow. To thrive, you need to be able to adapt, innovate, and come up with new solutions. Employers aren't just looking for people who can follow instructions anymore. They're looking for people who can think critically, creatively, and independently. It's no longer a nice to have skill, it's a core competency. It's pretty essential if you want to stay relevant, wouldn't you say?
Yes, I say thankful to you. You have give a very useful information. I say goodbye. Thank you.
Oh, all right. You're very welcome. Glad I could help.